Let C be the capacitance of a capacitor discharging through a resistor R. Suppose T1 is the time taken for the energy stored in the capacitor to reduce to half of its initial value, and T2 be the energy taken for the charge to reduce to 1/4 of its initial value. Okay, now both these things are different. Okay, so what is the ratio of T1 by T2? Now first of all, understand that the energy is given by the formula half Q square divided by C. Now over here half and C remains constant. So if the energy reduces to half of its value, let the original charge be equal to Q naught. So the energy in the first case is equal to half Q naught square divided by C, and the energy in the second case, when it is divided by 2, let the charge be equal to Q1, okay, divided by C, okay, Q1 square divided by C. So the energy required is, so the energy becomes half, okay. So if the energy becomes half, I can say that U2 will be equal to U1 divided by 2. So when I substitute over here, U2 is equal to half Q1 square divided by C is equal to half of Q naught half into Q naught square divided by C, which implies Q1 will be equal to Q naught divided by root 2, okay. Q1 over here will be equal to Q naught divided by root 2. Let this be equation number 1. And in the second case, the time taken for the charge to reduce 1/4 of its initial value. So Q2 will be equal to Q naught divided by 4. Okay. Let this be the second equation. Okay. Q1 over here, Q1 is equal to Q naught by root 2 and Q2 is equal to Q naught divided by 4. Okay. So we have to find out the ratio of T1 by T2. Now the charge follows a rule. Now the charge over here follows the rule, that is the charge when a capacitor is discharging, Q will be equal to Q naught e raised to minus t divided by RC. Okay. That is in the first case the time taken is equal to T1. So let me substitute Q1 is equal to Q naught e raised to minus T1 divided by RC, where RC remains constant. Okay, RC does not vary with time. Okay, so over here Q1 is equal to Q naught by 2, so it is equal to half is equal to e raised to minus T1 divided by RC. When I take log on both the sides, that is 1 by root 2, sorry, not half. Okay, that is log over here, it will be equal to 1 by root 2 is equal to minus T1 divided by RC. Similarly, when I substitute the same formula over here for Q2, it will be equal to, when I substitute the same formula for Q2, Q2 will be equal to Q naught e raised to minus T2 divided by RC. So Q2 over here is equal to Q naught divided by 4, that is equal to Q naught e raised to minus T2 divided by RC. So when I take log and everything, it will be equal to log 1 by 4 is equal to e is equal to minus T2 divided by RC. Okay, let this be equation number 3 and let this be equation number 4. Okay, now we have to find out the ratio of T1 by T2. So I will simply take the ratio, RC and RC will get cancelled out. T1 by T2 is equal to log of 1 divided by root 2 divided by log of 1 by 4. Now the same part can be written as half log half divided by, now 1 by 4 can be written as the same part 1 by 4 can be written as 1 by 2 the whole square. Okay, so the square part will be outside the bracket, so the square part over here will be outside the bracket. It will be equal to okay, it will be over here equal to 2 times, okay, it will be equal to 2 times log 1 by 2. So log 1 by 2 gets, or ln 1 by 2 gets cancelled out, 2 will be in the ratio. Okay, 2 over here will be in the 2 into 2 will be equal to 4, so it will be equal to 1 by 4. So the time period required is equal to 1 by 4 in this case, which is equal to option number C.